Alright. What's good, y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to my story mode. So, you've seen the title and you've seen the thumbnail. Today, we're going to be talking about the most niche possible topic that I could ever possibly think of. And I'm sure anybody that's even managed to somehow come across this video, well, I'm sure you're probably thinking the same thing. We're talking a little bit about Oddity today, right? And if you've seen the title, you're probably wondering, like, Oddity, what is that? How is this the successor to Mother? Well, I guess not to, put them on blast or anything like that, but a couple of years ago, a couple of small developers, this little handful of people, decided that they had enough of the absolute just ignorance and neglect when it comes to the Mother series, right? And so, in turn, they decided to make their own Mother 4. In turn, the development went just as well as you can imagine. They were constantly updating people, showing off all of these different assets and, styles for their supposed Mother 4 game, right? And it was looking really good. We had a couple of characters, we saw the general layout of like the world and stuff like that. It was really neat, And a lot of people were following this for a very long time because we figured, hey, this is a situation where they're actually doing it themselves, you know what I'm saying? And they're actually, making this a free game. It's just, a fun fan project for people to enjoy and stuff like that. And then Nintendo came in and brought down the hammer. They decided, no, you're not making a game with our IP in the title. We don't care how good it looks. We've done this before. We're not doing this again. And they're like, really? A cease and desist for a game, for a series that you have not acknowledged or talked about in ages. And every time people bring up the fact that they even want Mother 3 out here, they're either completely ignored or completely shut down. To the point where you guys made it a meme. What's up? Dead silence. Nothing from Nintendo. So, Mother's dead, and now this project got a cease and desist. What do you do next? Well, naturally, they took the smart approach. They decided, you know what? Instead of making it a fan project, we're just making our own game at this point. Let's just say it's Mother inspired. And that's not entirely a lie. It's got completely original concepts, completely original characters, a completely original art style, and it has nothing to do with the actual Mother development team. It's completely legal in every way to be able to do something like this. And so we got Oddity. That's what they changed the name to a couple years ago anyway. We got about 2 trailers. Both of those trailers were definitely like hella spaced from one another. We didn't see those trailers back to back for a couple of years. And then all of a sudden, pure silence. No updates, no dev tweets, nothing. We have not seen any form of Oddity in years. And I'm sitting here thinking, where did y'all go? You know what I'm saying? If y'all needed a little help with development, I'm sure people would have gladly funded the Kickstarter. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to disappear on us. Years have gone by. No updates. Literally the Reddit page at this point. I was getting so desperate for information, I was stalking the Reddit page. We saw like one tweet a couple years ago or something about a couple of, new assets or something. Gone. And then that's just it. What's going on? What is happening here? Alright, there are so many people that were in anticipation for Oddity that it's not even funny anymore. It's actually so damning, because that game looked magnificent. All you gotta do is look at the art style and it's like, oh my goodness, pixel art is so back. It's so back. It looks so good and somehow so fluid and so much fun. The game was just fun to look at. That art style was just so damn pretty, right? And you can see the love and care that they put into their craft, because every time you saw that trailer of them walking through city streets and things like that, cars moving, different characters interacting with one another. I think there was a scene of somebody tied up in a chair and they were bullying them or something like that. You could see them all laughing. You could just see the care put into every little detail of these characters and the world, and it's like, wow, this looks insane, right? And now we get nothing? I mean, again, I get it. Game development is not easy. Very, very hard thing to do. Very just rough medium to get into in a lot of aspects, right? There's just so many things that go into it. All of the artists, all of the story writing, all of the gameplay elements, the engine. It's just a lot to put together, and they looked like they were doing a really good job with it, but nothing. Now, I bring this up because we did actually get like one tweet recently. I think it was one of the devs showing off their room or something like that. Nothing since. Don't know what the hell happened with that, but whatever. Obviously, they're okay, right? Like, people are fine. They just haven't given us any updates on the game itself. Cool. Awesome. I get it. People are living their lives. People are trying to get through things. You know, this is no easy feat, no easy task. Totally fine. I get that. But no updates as to any whereabouts or anything like that when you guys know that a lot of people were really anticipating this game is just, I don't know. I don't want to say rude, because that's a little bit of a dramatic take there, but I don't really have another word for it. You get what I'm saying? And it's just twice as frustrating because this was really the only way we were ever going to get more Mother content. Because obviously, even we're at the point where Itoy, Mother's director, Mother's creator, said, I'm down for more Mother stuff. I'm just waiting on Nintendo to give me the go-ahead. And Nintendo has been silent. So, unless Switch 2 has something absolutely insane in store for us, I don't really see that happening anytime soon. And that's so frustrating, because I finally got into the Mother series about like 7 years ago or something like that at this point. And I remember thinking like, wow, I can see the magic now. I didn't really quite get why Earthbound was so beloved until I finally got my hands on it and finally made some true headway in that game and finally understood. But it wasn't until truly I got my hands on Mother 3 and experienced true, absolute magic. That is a magical RPG. One of the greats, dare I say. It's so inspiring. It's so much fun. But Nintendo doesn't want to do anything with it. Sure, guys. Why not? Okay. Whatever. And so, in a way, me and probably a lot of other people looked to Oddity as like our saving grace. Like, finally, a way for us to get closure of some kind with the Mother series and finally do something with all of these such unique concepts and, you know, ways that Mother has become just such a fun RPG. And then it just kind of disappeared on us, and it left a lot of us antsy. It left me hella antsy. I'm sitting here always thinking like, where did it go? What do we need to do to get this back? Did they have a Kickstarter? Did I miss something? Did they have some kind of funding process? Which would totally have been fine. You know, we funded the hell out of Friday Night Funkin'. They disappeared on us for a while, but they eventually came back, and they actually dropped a little bit of an update in our laps, and that update is fire. I can't even lie to you. That update is fire. But we're not here to talk about Friday Night Funkin'. I don't know if we're ever going to talk about Friday Night Funkin' on this channel. Maybe not until it releases at least. But either way, off topic. I digress. I think it's been more than time for Oddity to make some kind of return. Especially in this era where we're looking at all these indie games for solace right now. Because the big boys in the AAA space are doing us so absolutely dirty right now with how they're treating AAA titles and things like that. Okay, there's obviously, it's not everybody, you know, there's a good handful of really high quality AAA titles that have just been nothing but magical. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I can't speak too much on it because I haven't played it yet, but Stellar Blade is looking real good right now. I'm really heavily considering Stellar Blade right now. It does seem pretty much up my alley. That, I'll keep it in, but please don't take that the wrong way. I like the action. I swear I like the action. But anyway, we're looking to littler games like Oddity to really break out of that BS AAA shell that we've been stuck in for a while now, because we need more magic like that in the game space where, you know, you can tell that the devs actually had time to work on a project, a product that they actually are in love with, a product that they are actually very proud of to release to the public, you know? And part of me wants to truly believe that they have just been silently grinding in the background, working on giving us the best possible product that they absolutely could without giving too many updates and expectations, because they did give it something of an early announcement, you know? And that's something that happens very commonly, right? We get a game announced to us way too early, and then we don't see that game for ages. I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. I should know how this works, you know? And so, with that in turn, it's just very frustrating to see that this happened with such a unique project, and I want more so incredibly bad. I'm hungering for it. I'm hankering for it. I just hope that everybody's okay. I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope their families are good. But I am really hoping, I can't even front you, I am really hoping that Oddity still has something going on. That there's still truly a project to look forward to. Because I want that game. I'm hungry, starving for that game. Because I know that once I get my hands on it, I'm not dropping it for years. Promise you, dog. Promise. So, with that just about does it for this one. I'm not even gonna lie. This was more of an excuse to actually put this mic to the test, see how much I enjoy utilizing it for my side quests project here. Because I've been using my little Elgato mic for a while now. Shout out Dominus, you know, he gave me that mic a while back so I can have an extra mic to actually utilize for this little side project here, and I decided, you know what, it's about time for an upgrade. So, main channel got a new mic, but I decided it was an upgrade time for side quests as well, because we have been very active on this channel recently, and I really wanted to, you know, put even more into it. So, this was a test. This was more or less a stress test for this mic here to see how it holds up in this environment here, in this situation, you know, and hopefully it turns out well. Unfortunately, this is just the weirdest little video to do that for, because again, this is the most, I don't even know when this video is going to come out, honestly. I don't know if this is going to come out the week that I'm thinking of or well afterwards, okay, because this is the most niche thing you could ever possibly talk about, ever. And I already have another niche thing that I talked about a video ago, so here we are with this again. Goodness me. Regardless, hopefully this turns out well, and hopefully we can continue to have a nice, stable, consistent mic to utilize for this channel, because I want to sound good, and having this extra freedom with my hands is really nice, I can't lie. You guys have probably been able to tell I've been a lot more active with my hands, you know? Not, you know, I do enjoy having the Elgato, but regardless, hopefully things sound good. But I've rambled on enough. You guys know the drill. I can't pass it to you. So I leaned it over to your direction so that you could go ahead and tell me what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. Are you still waiting on Odyssey? Do you think that it's still out there somewhere? The devs are just kind of working in the background, grinding, just getting it ready for us so that we can have it really soon? Or do you think that the project is kaput and that this is their way of silently killing off any hype or expectations for Oddity so that we're not still waiting for it down the line? Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, it does appear to be skedaddle o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and do just that. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gonzo. Thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time.